Okay, hello everybody. Welcome. I don't even have any jewelry on today. Welcome. So if you're new here, welcome. This is EBINOTTI. I am EBINOTTI. We're doing a message of the day today. I got this idea for doing these daily messages from Soul Source Tarot here on YouTube. If you guys don't know Jennifer from Soul Source Tarot, I highly recommend her. Look at this. Got my coffee on the altar and everything. Good morning. Cheers to you. You could be watching this anytime, you know, like these readings are really timeless. Everything is intuitively guided here. So if you were guided to this for any reason, drawn to it, you know, there's something in it for you. So trust in your own self, okay? I'm in a really interesting mood this morning. It's been, wow, the last few days since the Aries new moon has been a massive fucking shift. I hope you're feeling a little bit of renewed sense of energy. There is a lot of it going around right now. I know my voice is kind of rocky right now. I have been talking my face off for the last week, so my voice is kind of feeling it. I want to give it a rest. I really do, and I try to throughout the rest of the day, but I'm like singing in my fucking car, screaming into pillows. I'm doing lots of readings. I'm having lots of really heartfelt, just connected conversations with people on the phone, with my mom and stuff in person, with my boyfriend. So my voice, and I'm uppity right now too. I can feel a little bit of the anxiety of the collective right now, and I want to help you guys transmute that energy from dark to light. So I'm going to show you how to use it a little bit. That already gave me a breath and made my voice feel a little more powerful. So I know that's where we're going today. So let's get into your reading for the day, shall we? Let's see what's going on within your energy. Something you need to focus on today, or something that you can get done, attract, achieve, bling bling, whatever it is. I want to start off with a couple of oracle cards. This is going to be the return of Spirit Oracle. Let's make sure you can see it. Path of the Soul Oracle. We're going to put those couple of oracle cards up here as an overall theme or kind of vibe that we can get into this reading. I don't even feel the need to shuffle, do the, see the cards. There's a lot. There's going to be a lot. It's gonna be really fun. I only want one of these cards, so let's get started with your reading. Yeah, new moon in energy. Woo, let's try that again. New moon in Aries just passed us. Again, doesn't matter when you're watching this reading. Wow, choking on our words. What's so interesting about that is the blue, the amount of blue going on here. I chose blue for a reason. It's one of my favorite colors, the color of truth, the color of the throat chakra, the mentality, and I think that's a big focus on within the collective right now, something worth focusing on within the collective right now. So we're just waiting for your one card to pop out here. Sometimes the cards are sticky, sometimes they have a lot to say. There we go. Okay, integrity. I love that as a focus for us right now. I think it's a really important thing that a lot of people are thinking about, you know. The why. I like to call this the why. The why behind everything that we do, right? Do you feel that the way you make your money is the way that you wanted to? Does it feel right to you? Do you feel like the way that you maneuver in your relationships is right to you? And I'm going to use that word a lot, right and wrong. But know that for me, at least, language is just a way of expression. So try not to get too hung up on the words, you know, the specific words that are used, and really try to absorb the meaning intuitively, to feel it within your body, whether or not it resonates with you, okay? If you love words and writing and stuff as much as I do, then that's cool too. By all means, drop your grammar lessons down in the comments below, but I don't really take offense to that, no matter how somebody feels like expressing it, because I do like to correct people quite a bit. And I don't mind being corrected myself, because I do like to speak accurately and use the best form of words as an expression. So bottom of the deck, we have sexuality, Aries season, right? It's the fire. I love the green and red in this card. I love this point that it comes to. These fractal images are really powerful. So that's got quite a powerful energy. We'll put that off to the side and get your path of the soul. These ones I do feel the need to shuffle. So we'll give it a little bit of a shuffle here. Integrity. Discipline is also something that's really coming through with this new moon. You know, it's not so much like, you know, not eating the cheesecake and going to the gym every day. It's more like really showing up for ourselves every day. That card popped out. This is the love card, the companion's love card, number 20, breaking down to a 2. And then the 22 card also popped out, heart of the cosmos. So lots of 2s popping up. Could be talking about integrity within our relationships, you know, our connections to people, but it feels a lot like connections to everything with the 3 2s coming up, right? It's like that give and take energy, the way that we're connecting within, you know, the entire scope of things. Just giving you the peekaboos on the bottom there. Okay, let's get your next oracle card. There feels like a lot of focus, excuse me, on the self, but also a lot of focus on the group, you know, like who we're connecting with and why. Okay, bottom of the deck, card 37, universal consciousness, super powerful, love that. We got 2 and we'll take them both. Encoded or decoded, and then card number 19. I like the purples. They're really like, the connection of the purples here is really standing out. 3 cards instead of 2, which is totally fine. Again, these are just a bit of an overall theme for what your reading is going to be about today. Let's see if you can see those good. Oh yeah. Tilt them back a bit. Okay, cheers to you. Before we get into your tarot. My goodness, my voice, I guess, will warm up eventually, but like I said, a lot of energy going on in the collective. Now, I had a really fun kind of like vibe coming into this reading. You know, as my own personal energy, it's getting a little bit darker now. Just, you know, touching the cards and connecting with you guys and seeing where you're at and what you need to hear. So we'll see how that comes up. I also did pick this tarot deck, which is the Tarot of the Night, Tarot de la Nuit. So, you know, there's going to be a bit of a... It does still feel playful. Sexuality is out here, right? Like, I can feel the desires. It's almost like really questioning your integrity in your sexual connection. So there feels like there's quite a reflection to the past. Let me just pull something really quick for us because I'm curious. This is the Path of the Soul deck, remember? And then Return of Spirit. So I'm going to show you guys how these oracle decks work, because anybody can get an oracle deck. You know, tarot, you have to like, they usually come with books and stuff, so you could play around with that as well and learn the tarot as you read. But oracle decks especially, they come with the book, and that's all there is to it. There's, you know, every oracle deck is different. Every card has a different meaning. There's no system like there is with tarot. So, you know, if you've been thinking about getting a deck, I highly recommend these Fractal Image decks by Cheryl Lee Harnish. The very first deck I ever got was this one, but I actually bought all 3 of her decks on the first go. So I want to read this card to you. For some reason, it's like nagging me, and I can't, yes. And I can't remember the name of it anyway. So there we go, Clarity. Okay. Yes. A beautiful clarity has begun for you. Your mental, physical, and emotional bodies are undergoing a detoxification process. You may have already noticed that your thought processes are more clear and exact. Your physical body is running more energy, and old emotional issues are being released from the cells. Once this cleanse is complete, you can look forward to experiencing more joy and contentment in life. This clarity also brings with it a deeper understanding of your purpose here on earth. You are being renewed in every way. I love that. And the decoded one, now like I'm getting messages off of both. So I knew there was a little something. Why I put that over there for you there. Integrity, decoded or encoded. To me, that's like the veil card. You know, it's really starting to be able to see things popping up and putting them together in your life. So a lot of clarity here. A lot of clarity here. Do 3 more shuffles, and then we're going to get into this with your tarot cards. Just took a nice deep breath. It's a good way to kind of align intuitively, is just take a deep breath, slow down for a second so that you can really hear kind of what's coming through. So let's do your quick pick spread. If you guys are interested in personal readings, I am offering them online during the pandemic. Everything is 50% off. So it would basically cost the same as it would, not basically, it will cost the same as it would in person for personal readings, which are a little bit cheaper than online readings, right? So your first card, 9 of Wands. See, that would be why, you know, my throat isn't getting any better. That's why my energy dropped a little bit. It's like this is exhaustion, you know, this is running yourself ragged a little bit, being tired of fighting, but still having the energy and knowing you're capable. So there is that sense of, you know, strength in self, like that you can keep going, but you are tired and probably lacking inspiration to keep going. Like, you know exactly why you do what you do, but you know, it doesn't make it any easier to continue. Like you're looking for a more peaceful way to do things, and a better, especially if this is in a relationship, you know, if you're looking for clarity and to understand what's going on behind the scenes, like in the ether, in, you know, within someone's mind, the things that we can never have access to, you know, if that's where your focus is and you really want to know if there's integrity in this relationship or in a specific person, first of all, I think intuitively you already have your connection to consciousness here that's allowing your sexuality to express itself in a way that's bringing you clarity. So I think if you're looking into a relationship as to whether or not this person has integrity on your level, I think you guys are both going through a situation here, you know. So we'll look at a lot more cards, but it remains to be seen. You know, I wouldn't expect to get clarity on that if it's a situation that you're meant to be in with purpose, like a lesson, or, you know, to grow, or because you need to heal something that you've done repetitively now. Okay, so this is definitely about closing cycles. Oh my God, and opening cycles. That's way too many, but we'll definitely take these 3. Cards are doing wild things, but so is like my body right now, so we'll see. Okay, next card. Oh, there's only 2 in reverse, so we'll take it. Page of Cups in reverse. This is not open-hearted. This is also sexually blocked in some way, like not feeling very good about yourself. Because the Page of Cups upright, especially in this deck, like it really gives you the expression of sexuality. The siren, you know, the mermaid. It's like a mythical creature that, you know, lured men to their deaths by their voice and the sexual appeal that they had. So, you know, with this being in reverse here, it's like you definitely ain't feeling sexy right now. You're feeling probably worn. Something you want to focus on though, right? This is where you're looking for this focus this week, is to feel better. Instead of feeling like you're run ragged and, you know, your hair is always in a messy bun and you just don't care what you're wearing today. Like even me, I love loungewear and sweats and t-shirts, basically menswear, right? Like sweatpants, hoodies, and t-shirts, I pretty much buy in the men's section because they're usually more comfortable, they fit better, you know. And what's funny about that is I really feel sexy in those outfits sometimes. So it's not me giving up, you know, whereas my mom, you won't catch her dead in a pair of sweatpants because she hates them. She doesn't feel anything good in a pair of sweatpants, you know what I mean? So you got to know yourself when it comes to especially your sexual expression. But here, you know, this is going to be past energy, or energy that we're moving through as well. So that's where you can see this rejuvenation coming in. Queen of Cups, this is going to be your central energy, being the 3rd card. I'll show you it upright so you can see what she looks like. It's a very emotional, very nourished energy. There's a lot of intelligence emotionally behind this specific energy. It's feminine, you know, so it's very giving and caring, thinking a lot, you know, about how we feel about ourselves, about others, this could be very sort of depressed right now, not feeling good, like not feeling like you're giving where you want to give more, you know, but you don't have it to give. You just feel drained. You feel like there's nothing. Let's get your next one just because I want to put it down. King of Pentacles, love it. Very wealthy, very grounded, very healthy. This is what we're going for here. So feminine and masculine energies, whether this is within you or within your relationship, okay? Because we all have masculine, feminine energy, and we connect to others with their masculine and feminine. So it's like a big, feels very chaotic with you and within your relationships right now. So feminine energy, struggling a little bit here to kind of get her groove back. Stella needs her groove back. Yes, she does. Masculine energy, though, wow, man, you are extremely powerful, getting the job done, extremely reliable. You know, if it's your kids, your partner, your friends, your job, you're steady, people know they can count on you. You have a lot more to give than you're giving yourself credit for right now. And you're also not doing as shit as you think you are right now. Okay, if you feel like you're dropping the ball and all of that, know that the people in your life can feel all of the love. You know, they can feel the support. Maybe what it is the important stuff, okay? You are taking care of nobody doubts you. Not the people that rely on you, not the people that count on you. Like, they don't ever have to worry because they have you. Rock fucking solid. Always healthy when it comes to them. Maybe that's the problem, right? It's like, you are so fucking gifted at taking care of people. They're so lucky to have you. Truly blessed. Like, this is valuable, you know, they're extremely lucky and they feel that always. But what you're giving to yourself here, how you're expressing yourself creatively, sexually, everything is just kind of like, you haven't had the energy, you haven't had the time, you know, we haven't been focused on that. 10 of Pentacles has been the focus, you know, making sure that everybody's taken care of, there's a roof over our heads, you know, food on the table, clothes on our back, and then there's everything that we want to be happy. But for your own self, it's like, you know, you've completely just not had and not put the energy into that. And that's what's so interesting, right? Is when we don't put the energy into that, we completely don't have any energy. So it's like this catch-22. When you get to that place where you're feeling super shit and just blown out and like nothing is good with you, you don't feel sexy, you don't feel healthy, you don't feel mentally like super inspired or anything like that, you're just like, you know, keeping the fucking clock turning every day. It's really hard to get from that energy into a place where you're, you know, working out or eating good or, you know, doing something creative for yourself, building a business, starting a podcast, whatever it is that makes you feel good, because you are a queen, an individual woman, or, you know, I say that because that's me, but whatever you are the human you, and you deserve a life too. Like the whole thing. You deserve all the things that you give to others, you have to give to yourself. Do you think that you'll be able to keep doing this forever, just giving without having a life, being an expression of a human being? Like, there are things that you are meant to give, you better believe it. But that's all about like really honoring. I'm gonna put the Queen of Cups upright for us and just put a crystal on top of her, because this is what you should feel for yourself. You're beautiful, you're brilliant, the people in your life know they can count on you. You know, you have so much to give in this world, and you know, you don't even have to be upset or anything for what you've gone through, like how little you've given and how, you know, how many years were wasted on Don't even worry about that. You know, everything for a reason. You're here now. So in this here and now, let's focus on what we're capable of giving. Feel good, you know, get inspired by something. It's time. Aries season is definitely here to support you. No matter when you're watching this, the collective is here to support you, because we all need people inspired and thriving. That's what makes us thrive even more so and even faster. So we're all vibrating together. Like, I support you. You know, tell me what you're doing. I will buy it. I will support it. If it's something I can get down with, and even if I don't like it because I don't want it, like, and I still think it's a good thing, I'll still promote it for you. You know, I fully support people doing anything like that for themselves. Like, I will help in any way I can. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in the world that feel the same way. you know, my why behind that is because that's what I'm doing. That's what I want people to do for me. So that's a really easy thing for me to do, is to support what you're doing. You know, that's equal give and take. Trust me, there's a lot of people in the world that would love what you want to make or what you want to write or say. They want to hear it. They need to hear it. Like my own blog, shit, man. There was a point where when I first started writing the blog, it was like one person, you know, if one person comes across this and it helps them out, it was worth it. What happens 6 months later when you go back and read your blog and you're the person? That was the weirdest thing ever. I remember I came across one of my posts like a year or 6 months later, so long. I totally forgot about it. And I clicked on it. I was like, oh, I love that image. You know, I used to always put images at the beginning of the blog post, something super sexy or, I don't know, just an inspirational thing. And then I would write a post. And fuck, I went back and read it and it was just so inspiring. It was so much what I needed to hear in that moment. And I thought to myself, wow, time really is fluid. You know, 6 months ago, I was fucking getting down with this and I could spit this out to anyone because I was feeling it and I was doing it. 6 months later, I needed to hear it. Like, how ironic, huh? So I think there's something about cycles here, you know, for you, it's time to get back to feeling like a sexy whatever, you know, or yeah, Page of Swords. Page of Swords, a lot of people energy out here. We got 2 pages of Queen and a King. So, you know, there's a lot of people in your life, a lot of people that rely on you, a lot of things going on. I'm thinking of someone specific right now that I was chatting with a little bit earlier. So she'll definitely know that this is for her if she's watching. But in a lot of ways, collectively, like, we all need to feel this and we all need to hear this, right? This feels a lot like women supporting women here. But if you're a male or if you're non-binary watching this, you know, you're involved because you have feminine and masculine energy within you, even if you don't differentiate them anymore. And to you, it's just one big negative, positive, or some kind of polarity or whatever. You know, there's dark and light in everything. So there's always going to be that scale to balance on. There's a lot of support in your life for the thing that you want to create, but you don't know that yet because you haven't created it. Sexuality is a bit blocked here, like I said. This Page of Cups coming out here beside sexuality shows you that. And the clarity and the understanding is coming in, but your integrity, you know, there's a book by Simon Sinek. I'll try to remember to link it down below. If I don't and you want it, just comment and I'll let you know, but called Start With Why. And it's such a great book. I read it really, really young, like in my early 20s or something like that, not even. And it really talks about when you have a desire, Page of Cups, when you have a desire, it's important to know why you want that thing. Because when you know why, then you really have clarity and understanding about your desire. Also, you can make sure it fits with your integrity. So let's say I want $1 million and you have this belief in your head, this pillar system that you've built around money. Everybody has one. So please know what yours is. Know thyself. That's one of the most important things. And in your head, you've got this little story and it's kind of like either, well, you know, I shouldn't have material desires. Line number 1. Well, I want $1 million, but like, I don't want to win the lottery. Like, I really want to earn it. You know, I want to make sure I feel like I earned it so that, you know, people can't be like, oh, well, you know, it's not like she earned it. You know, I come from a laborer's town and I am back in that hometown now. And I'm telling you, people want to work for their fucking money here. And I am the black sheep. I'm like, what? I do the work. You better believe I do, but it's spiritual. I love to work hard, feel my body get strong and sweat, but I am no fucking laborer. I am also no desk jockey. Like, there's a lot of things in this world that I came up with that were supposed to be stable jobs. And one, not only are they not stable for an entire lifetime, so you can't lean on that. There's a good lie for you. But also it's like, nope, I don't thrive in that environment. It doesn't work for me. Like, you have to know yourself, and everybody out there is going to be like, well, I'm not a laborer. That might not be true though. You might love working with your hands and building shit and getting dirty every day, and you know, that might be what really fucking gets you off, and you've just never let yourself lean into it because you have some identity. Okay, I'm gonna try and bring this all back together here because we need to keep going. Chariot on the bottom for your first spread there. A lot of momentum. It's your willpower and determination that's getting you out of the funk. Okay, this kind of energy. There's so much shifting here. You are not going to be in this funk forever. Please believe that. What you are going through, the dark night of the soul, if you will, was absolutely necessary. And the inspiration, the ideas, the conversations, the fun is coming, okay? From the Queen, we got her up right now. We're balancing out our emotions. We're being more gentle with ourselves. We're also being a lot more fucking dedicated to ourselves, showing up for ourselves every day, doing something for ourselves, not something small. I mean, maybe you need something small. You like it small. Small is how we start. I am not. I'm an extremist. I'm like, go big or go home. Fuck yeah. Because the bigger you go, the faster you move. And it's like, oh, Mom used to say the higher you climb, the harder you fall. And I'm like, yeah, but you never fall as low as you were before. You always fall somewhere up a bit. So if you think about that, you go all the way up this big ladder of dreams, right? And you fall. But you've fallen down above where you were before, and the jump that you made is bigger than somebody that did small. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very safe to go slow and steady. And if you like that, shit, yeah, man, I fully support that. We need everything in this world, including laborers, okay? Don't come for me because I don't hate laborers. I think people are incredible, and I will express the human that I am, but EBINOTTI is about universal understanding. It's about freedom and evolution of the human being, okay? Human and being. Kiwi's like, fuck off. She came and jumped into my lap a little bit earlier and then just like, like took off. She's very moody. It's almost period time and she like cycles with me. I swear she does. She gets right moody when I do. She's never seen, also I've never done readings here with her before, so she's never seen it. 9 of Wands clarified by the 9 of Cups. Alignment. You can feel the way out of this situation because this is what you're meant to be feeling right now. This was a natural cycle that you had to go through. That's what I was saying before, and I wanted to come back around, so I'm glad it did. It was necessary. You know, you have to go through the dark night of the soul to get the inspiration on the other side, because if not, you have no drive. You know, there's no drive without the dark night of the soul. There's no progress. There's none of that. And it's so important. It's so important for us. Sorry, I'm just like picking. Oh, there's like a scab on my face. Gross. Okay. Page of Cups in the reverse. Oh my god. That's like 5 full cards. I'm not going to take the 3 because they didn't go upright. Oh, there you go. And there's 3 more. So we'll take those. Knight of Swords coming under the Page of Cups. Yes. Central energy. We got the 4 of Wands. Committing to thyself. I love this. 4 of Wands is about taking the next step, doing the action, celebrating yourself, committing to yourself. I mean, that's exactly it. That's exactly where you want to be. We're going to talk about this conversation because I know some of you are waiting on the relationship aspect, and we will go back to that in a second because I can see it here. I just want to get this one. The Magician coming under the King of Pentacles. Wow, are you a powerful manifestor right now? So very, very, very capable of bringing some of what you've given, the reliability, the abundance of energy and love and support that you've shown to the people that you care about is right here for you to bring something brand new into your life, to start something new, to be supported in some new way. The money is there. You know, if it's about the money for you, I'm doing a manifesting challenge right now, so I just love this. You know, it's about finding goals that are outside of your comfort zone so that you have real growth. But again, like I said, if you need to start slow, then start slow. You know, if you need to manifest a cup of coffee or a free meal or a great conversation with somebody that you'd like to close out some old negative stuff with, then that's what you're manifesting right now, and that's what you should be focused on. For the femmes out there, the femme energy that's really struggling with self-love, getting into this nurturing state, ready to commit, you know, make the decision today to do something new for yourself, okay? Whatever the thing is that's been right there, get a chunk, a bite-sized chunk that you can devour and make progress on it today. okay? Do something for yourself that's emotional, that's nourishing, you know, whether you cry or scream into a pillow, you do a face mask and a bubble bath tonight, or you know, write in your journal, make some goals for the year, do a workout, make yourself a great meal, plate your food, watch Netflix all night, you know, whatever it is that's going to nourish you, body and soul, that's what you need to take action on today, okay? You're not lacking in inspiration. That's what's so interesting about you. It's just you may or may not, because I know there's two different groups here, you may or may not be struggling with knowing what that inspiration is right now. It may be something that, because of all this emotional, I don't want to say blockages, but it's almost like downward, it's like regression, like it's a downward movement emotionally, but there's purpose behind it, okay? Some of the greatest artwork in the world was inspired by negative emotions or the darker aspects of our emotional behaviors and intelligence, okay? So create something if you're an artist, especially from wherever you're at. You don't have to feel good to do your art, even if your art has always been rainbows and lollipops. Do something dark, okay? Or do whatever feels right for you as a creative. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that want to be life coaches, that want to be, you know, fitness instructors. They want to have YouTube channels. They want to start businesses. They want to get their dream job, dream partner. But they're not actually taking any action in loving themselves and believing in those things so that they can make moves. Doors don't open for you if you don't believe in shit. I mean, they do, but even when they do, you won't see them because you aren't looking at nothing. You won't look in the mirror. You won't look at the paper. You won't look at your thoughts, your partners. It's like you're just trying to get the job done, get the job done, get the job done. Okay, so for those of you in relationships right now where you're needing clarity because things are, you know, a bit on the rocky side, yeah, bottom of the deck, we have the sun over our sexuality, no less, which is perfect, right? You're actually starting to curate, we need one more card, but you're actually starting to curate and bring into you the kind of sexuality that you've been looking for. And this doesn't have all the things to do with sex, but it has a lot to do with sex. So let's just talk about it for a second. If you've had bad experiences, and a lot of people have, everybody has had some kind of experience that was awkward, uncomfortable, or like just really bad, all the way up to fucking traumatic, you know what I mean? Like real tragedy with their sexuality. It's important to start working on that, to start facing that. If you're in the extreme, let's keep it general just for the sake of general, right? I can't help you with extremes other than just being here to support you and love you and say you're fucking amazing and you can do this. But okay, if your sexuality has been tampered in any way for the last few years, few months, few days, and it's really important to you to have that energy healthy, then it's important, okay? So do something creative, have an orgasm, and find something that you find sexually appealing. Outside of pornography, right? Like it doesn't have to be like penetration. No, I mean like a really cute person, or looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, God damn, I look so good. You know, maybe you need to get sexy with it. I think sexy is a big emotion right now that people need to feel, and it's scary because socially there's nothing that we can really do right now. So try to do a self-sexy practice this week if you can, especially today if you have time or whatever. Like I know a lot of people watching these readings, they have very busy lives and things, so you might not have time to, like, you know, go home and masturbate, buy a new dildo, do some shopping, like find, you know, an old favorite or a super sexy movie or something like that. But it's important to use your sexuality. So even if it's not something sex related, something creative is the same thing, okay? As long as it brings to you the sort of, you know, the dopamine hits and you really want to feel that spark. I feel a few of you are really lacking in sparkage. It's been a hot minute, and it's not the makeup and the outfit for you. It's something else. So find that something else, especially, you know, getting reconnected to your body and stuff. That's it for some of you, because that card came out right then and there. Temperance, healing the sexuality. That's major arcana, so that's pretty heavy. 5 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, sorry, 8 of Wands. That's so funny. 5 of Wands is like drama. 8 of Wands is a delay of messages. So There's a conversation not being had here, somebody not expressing themselves. That could be you, that could be your partner, somebody in your life, but this feels very intimate. Excuse me. This feels very intimate. It feels like somebody or people, you know, you guys, let me just say you guys, because it always takes two, doesn't it? It feels like you guys have had some distance in some, you know, sexuality, but also intimacy, you know, conversations, really getting expressive with your sexuality, especially if you have a partner, is important to you right now. So it's important to make a move, you know, have a conversation. Don't wait for them to approach you to have a conversation. You can get in tune with your sexuality, even if you need to do that solo for a period of time to kind of get your mojo back. There is somebody that really needs to just express themselves. We have so many cards of sexuality and movement out here. It's like you need to, you know, really, okay, integrity is coming up really, really big right now, and I just want to grab that for a second and make sure that I'm getting this one right. Because I can feel rage all of a sudden, and I'm like, whoa, kind of like, I'm not going to snuff it out and push it out of the reading, but I'm going to make sure that it's very well controlled here. So yeah, I can feel the relationship that's really fucked up. I can feel it. I can feel why you're here and everything like that. The only thing about that is it always takes two. So know why you're in this relationship in the first place. If you're sick and tired of it, then leave. And I don't mean to be so harsh about it, because like I say, I'm your best friend. You know, I'm here for you, 100%. Not them, not your family, not everybody that has expectations for you, or your fucking children or your dogs. I'm here for you, for what you truly need and what you truly want. Sometimes it'll be something you don't want to hear, you know, but somebody has taken a knee here in love, you know, taken a knee, pause, which is funny because for the Knight of Swords, you know, I gotta say, they don't usually take a knee. They don't usually slow down. This is somebody that, you know, speaks without thinking. They say really harsh things sometimes, especially if emotionally they're reversed. If they're struggling with their emotions, when you're insecure, you might be really mean. You might have a lot of guilt around that right now within your relationship, and that's why you stay, is because you think that, you know, in some way you're part of it. Like, you've created this distance or this untrustworthy feeling. There's something really serious there. If you're really into that, you know, go for a personal reading or go click around on some of the readers that I suggested, like Soul Source, Queencup. I try to like link all my faves down below, but I definitely post them on the EBINOTTI Facebook page, like everything that I'm watching. So you can definitely check out all of the people that I follow, the readers. If I think there's something important there, I always share it. So you guys know like what my sources are, who I go to when I'm being my human self and I need a reader or I need clarity or, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, centrally here, we're definitely committing to our feminine energy, to our integrity, okay, to getting clarity and inspiration and seeing beyond the veil. So a lot of intuition coming out here. Temperance is talking about getting healthy, healing, divine timing. You know, you can use water in so many positive ways right now, so that bubble bath might not be a bad idea. I'm a big fan of salt baths, bubble baths, bath bombs, bath soaks, random flowers and shit. Like, I love to bathe, okay? That's like my favorite, is baths. I also feel the need for some of you to get out in nature to do your manifesting. I think that's going to be really important. I'm not going to go back into the relationship because that really is more of a personal reading thing. So like I said, lots of free resources, or if you want a personal reading, you know how to get at me on any of the socials. Okay, we can start that conversation. The delay of messages, because I want to go back to this and get some more clarity there. So I'm going to pull out another deck. Let's use, sorry, I'm stalling on you here. Let's use this deck. Okay. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. I always link the decks down below, or list them down below at least, if you guys are curious. I really want to see about this Page of Swords and Eight of Wands reversed at the end here. Yeah, 10 of Wands up in reversed, which is like really not letting go, holding on to, you know, need to have this conversation, need this clarity. Knight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Just want one more. Oh, maybe two more. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take that one. Okay. 8 of Swords, mental imprisonment. Yeah, and 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands again. Okay. And on the bottom, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so here we have the energy, you know, of somebody trying to, it's like from the 9 of Wands to the 10 of Wands, which is good. It's progress, you know, it's eventually we will drop these burdens, but right now we're carrying them like fucking badges of honor. Okay, now this is for the moms out there, this is for the lovers out there, whatever it is, whether you're holding back on truths, conversations you need to have with people, or you're holding back on what you're giving yourself and you're just giving everything to everybody and saying, oh, I have nothing for myself. You know, you're making excuses. Okay, you're also doing it for your own reasons. So please be aware of that, because the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Wands are out here, but 2 of them are in reverse. You know, we talking about 2s, we also have the 4 of Wands out here 2 times, which is committing to. Now, some of you are going all in on committing to this mental imprisonment. You know, you're not realizing that you're making slow and steady progress, all right, but it's further into fear, it's further into projecting. So you want to completely reverse that energy and move into abundance, into wealth, into prosperity for yourself. Your own values here have to shift, right? Like, you can't be loving how the drama of a shitty relationship and then talking about how you want abundance in your life, because those are like 2 completely different energies. One is drama, where it's codependency, toxicity, and you're playing back and forth. I'm not saying leave someone, I'm just saying, like, snap out of it. This isn't even you. Queen of Cups upright here, like, just in case we weren't sure. Yes, Queen of Cups upright. The Hanged Man is enlightenment for a reason. Now, especially with the Magician out here, I do believe that what you're going through right now is with purpose. You know, that you are a magnificent creator with infinite possibilities. But you really need this kind of enlightenment. You really needed this dark night of the soul to understand. Those of you in relationships, you just keep pulling. I can feel it. I can feel the want, the desire, the need to focus. And we can, you know, if I feel the need again in like 20 minutes, I'll sit down and do another reading. New moon energy, you know, it's the season of passion, fire. People want love. They want to express their sexuality. They want to heal. You know, so enlightenment, pausing for enlightenment is very difficult when you have that much fire energy that you're working with, but you're not doing it in a healthy way. It's like you don't feel fulfilled, you don't feel abundant. This is a collective issue, okay? You are not alone in this. A lot of feminine energy within the collective is feeling this. And if you're a male, again, watching this, it doesn't mean you're not feeling it, or you're like, you know, oh, I'm super feminine right now and all I'm doing is connecting to women. It's like, no, but your feminine energy is struggling with jealousy, okay? It's with envy or even greed. My big struggle in relationships is actually my masculine energy. I mean, my feminine energy is popping off this last year, and I know that's how I know the collective's going through it, because there's purpose in me re-exploring that. But it's my masculine energy, you know, and it's about control. It's the fear. That's where the balance falls off. It's the fear in not having control of the situation and looking stupid or getting hurt. It's like the only way I can protect my soft squishiness. I'm a Pisces, right? Pisces sun, Cancer rising, Cancer moon. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. For those of you who know. Welcome. If you're interested in birth charts and stuff, I do all of that. Just inquire, you know what I mean? I'll start posting all of the things that are available and breaking it down and making, you know, courses. And I'm doing a 3-day manifesting challenge right now called Manifest That Shit. So I want to do stuff like that, you know. I want you guys to have that from me. If you want to get to know me a little bit better, check out Ebinotti Beauty on YouTube and Instagram. You can see my face, check out my style, my vibe, you know, and if you vibe with me, know that there's a lot more coming this year. Yes, Ebinotti is a brand where it's, you don't give a fuck about me, and that's totally fine. You're here for the content. That will be separated, but also a little bit like sprinkles of the personal stuff, just in case you're interested, right? This is a journey that I am on as well as you guys. I'm here to help the people that are, you know, in places that I've been, people that I can help transmute that, because I understand, I have experience, I have wisdom there. Like, I can also be your fucking cheerleader, but know that I am not cheering for you if I think you are fucking up. If I think you're fucking up, which I think some of you are right now in how you're trying to express your desires right now, instead of doing the things that are maybe not as fun or exciting or consuming, or better said and more accurately, as distracting as drama, then you'd be doing all this other stuff. You know, you'd have all this creative energy. So I'm the cheerleader that is also the boot camp leader, the drill sergeant. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's tough love, but it's always love. And I can get harsh and I can be mean, and you'll hear my tone change over the years for sure, day to day, especially if I'm doing daily messages with you guys. But I am committed to this. I am here to ride it out with you. Of course, we're at 45. I look at the time and I'm like, shit, this feels like a long reading. Yeah, 45 minutes and 45. I was like, I'm gonna keep this one like 15 minutes, you know, like a quick pick, 15 minutes, 20 maybe. And I guess there was just a lot of pulls on my energy. You guys are very much so focusing on yourselves. You are showing up every day. You are going all in. Don't be, and I'm saying this to myself, that's why I'm saying it harsh, don't be so desperate for control. Okay, let that go. Trust in the process. Trust in manifesting. Trust in your own desires. Believe in your intuition that you are not giving for nothing. And believe that now it's time to focus on yourself and what you came here to build. Believe in that process and continue. Make a commitment to yourself today to make a change, to do something that feels good. And that's it. That's where we're going to leave it. So I hope you like this one. Give the video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be around quite a bit. Every time I get inspired for something, I've committed to just getting up and doing it. So the whole 5-second rule from Mel... Oh, Shysta Robinson? Mel Robinson? I was going to say Robbins. I think that's Tony Robbins. Mel Robbins? Mel Robbins. Oh, fudge. Anyways, I've committed, okay? I haven't even done self-help books and stuff in so long, but if you guys are curious, like, I can recommend so much good stuff. Tell me what your problem is. I can recommend a self-help book for that. One of the best ones right now is The Simple Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's a great book. And Start With Why by Simon Sinek. I highly recommend those two books. If you're feeling lost, you'll be drawn to which one is for you. And if you're a reader, you know, just go all in. Get Audible if you're not. You know, you could do the whole audiobook thing. It's really fun because a lot of times they're read by the author. And I thought that was so cool. Like, for me, even if it was a book I'd read like 20 times, I'm trying to think of an example and I can't right now. But I could have read the book 20 times, but to hear the author read it to me, the way that they wrote it, in tone, in their own voice, oh my goodness, what a treat. What a fucking treat. This world is incredible, huh? Kiwi's back. Miss Kiwi's back. She's not very impressed. She's not very impressed right now. But she's here for the scratches, huh? Yes. Okay, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope you are working through it. Light workers and dark workers, whatever it is that you transmute, the dark or the light. I recently discovered that I am a dark worker. Isn't that so crazy? I had this whole thing with the light workers and I was like, yeah. When I first heard about it, I was like, fuck yeah, I am here for the people. I want to give. But yet I struggled with, you know, getting the inspiration to create content, feeling good enough about myself. It was even when I've created incredible content that I'm so proud of, you know, so I kept doing the work. But something always was just a little bit off. Like, it was a little more, there was a little more like resistance sometimes. Like, I couldn't do it unless I was feeling good. That's always a sign to me that there's something off, huh? And when it came down to it, I heard it broken down from Queencup Tarot here on YouTube, And I'll link her down below, especially her new moon reading in Aries was just so powerful for me. So I realized a dark worker and a light worker are both high vibe people that work with the collective, with, you know, energy within the collective, to transmute it and to, you know, to give and to help and to serve. So that can be anything. You could be doing just about anything and fall into that category if that's what you resonate with and that's what you feel like you're here for. A light worker transmutes the light. So I look at my mom as a light worker, right? Because she's very, very good at giving strength to people like me, and like others who have a lot of energy that's not being direct. It's like the softer, gentler types, you know, the givers, the healers, the abundant, the nurturers, you know. She's kind of the one that has the dark that's like, she's the shadow, you know. She can teach you how to fucking protect yourself, stand up for yourself, make sure that you know exactly what, you know, integrity, give you that integrity. You get real fucking clear when you have somebody like my mom in your life, a light worker. She makes sure the light is crystal fucking clear, knows exactly what they want, how to get it. She is the ultimate, like, support system. Okay, now me, I identify more as a dark worker. So hear the difference. That's so funny. She must have heard her, like, her ears must have been ringing or something, because she called me right as I was saying that. So I, as a dark worker, I feel that I have a lot of light energy and that I can help transmute the dark in that way because my abundance is light. My mom's, I always said she's of the dark and I'm of the light, but I didn't realize that all of her darkness allows her to work as a light worker, and all of my light energy allows me to work as a dark worker. So I have all the optimism, all the, you know, imagination, the fantastical, the whimsical, self-love, you know, that focus on the greater purpose, the big picture. Like, for me, it's so easy to love myself first so that I can maneuver in this world high value, so that I can give my best to people that need it, okay? So that's the difference. If you have a lot of darkness and you have explored, enjoy, always are challenged by your temptations and, you know, toxicity, codependency, that curiosity for dark, you have a lot of dark energy and you're probably a light worker. If you're like me, you know, light is all abundant. I have all the light energy I could ever possibly need. Then you probably transmute the dark, okay? Where you can take anger and aggression. You have compassion and understanding. Empaths are likely dark workers, whether you realize it or not. But it, you know, it comes, this is a very new concept to me, being able to differentiate it like that, but it resonates so, so deeply. It immediately clicked for me and I was like, holy shit, that's me. That's why I've been struggling to give. So I can teach you to love yourself in the way that you're not loving yourself right now, okay? And it's really about exploring your creative fire energy. Candles will really help you out. Fires will really help you out. Anything to do with the sun, you know, that masculine, that bright, that spark, inspiration. Lean into your passions, your creativity, your fire element. You know, the solar plexus chakra is our power center. It's where we have value for ourselves, where our confidence comes from, like our real self-esteem. So that's what you're working on here now, is expressing yourself. But first you have to get to know yourself. You have to dig in there and see what's important to you. Is it, you know, the outfit, looking good, dressing your best so that you can feel your best? Or is it more fundamental, where it's like the exercise, the diet, the information, your skill sets, you know, like it can be both. It can be either or. Whatever is important to you is where you need to focus that energy, that fire, that passion, so that you can really get back some of your energy to give, because you've got a lot more manifesting power than you think you do, but you also have more to give to the people in your life that you care about, your children, your lover, you know, partners, friends, all of that. You have a lot more to give, and it'll be more clear and more, it'll have a lot more wisdom behind it once you go through this cycle. So now I'm gonna leave it right there. I really hope you guys like this one. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel. You know the drillio. You can get at me at EBINOTTIofficial@gmail.com. That's pretty pretty consistent way to get a reading or, you know, get at me for any other kind of stuff. Also, you know, on social media, Ebinotti Beauty, YouTube and Instagram, as well as Ebinotti on Instagram. A whole bunch of new content coming there, including live readings. We're going to start doing live readings for like the moon cycles, and I'm going to jump on with you guys. We can interact. You can ask questions. I'll pull cards and we'll go, okay? So I'm really excited for everything coming up. Make sure you follow, subscribe, share with your friends, or keep it to yourself, whatever you're into. I'm kind of a silent watcher, so comment if you want to, but you don't have to, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope you enjoyed this and that you have a great day. All right? I'll see you on your next reading.